That is a means of executing a set of instructions called as the program or the input devices. A means of accepting input on which the program will act, namely the processing devices, and a means of outputting the results of its calculation, namely the output devices. Now let us see what is a central processing unit. A central processing unit or CPU in short. The central processing unit or CPU in short, or the chip or chips that interpret and execute program instructions and manage the functions of input, output and storage devices. The CPU or central processing unit is the portion of a computer system that carries out the instruction of a computer program to perform the basic arithmetical, logical and input and output operations of the system. The CPU or central processing unit acts as the heart of computer and it fetches instructions of program from memory. It also performs operations and also writes results back into the central processing unit or CPU. Performs simple atomic operations. For example, add or subtract of two numbers. Also output a character to a device. Say complicated formula or programs or broken down that is compiled into many simple operations. It also consists of a number of components. For example, registers where variables are stored, ALU or arithmetic logic unit, etc. The central processing unit or CPU is measured and clock speed measured in gigahertz, which gives an indication of the power of CPU. The central processing unit, as I said, consists of a number of components, namely the registers where variables are stored, and also has ALU, which is called as arithmetic or logic unit. Now, let us see the block diagram of a CPU. The components of a CPU are shown in the diagram below. They are the control unit, named as the CU, the arithmetic logic unit, which is called as the ALU, and number of registers. This forms the components of a CPU. Now, let us see each of these in brief. Now let us see the first component of a central processing unit or CPU, namely the control unit. The control unit controls operations of other parts of CPU as well as all parts of computer by sending control signal. For example, the control unit controls sequence of instructions to be executed. The control unit controls flow of data among all parts of computer. The control unit interprets instructions. The control unit regulates timing of processor. The control unit sends control signal to and receives signal from peripheral devices. These are all the functions of a control unit. Now let us see the next component of a CPU or a central processing unit, namely the arithmetic and logic unit, which is also called as ALU in short. Now let us see what is an ALU.